Hello. Well, I'm awfully behind with my cut and cuts puzzle mysteries because I was away. I was in Nova Scotia for a bit and I couldn't take my sewing machine with me. And then I hurt my back. So I'm trying to catch up rapidly because we're coming to the end soon. We are. So today I am going to put together clue 9 of this. No, clue 8. Clue 9's next. Clue 8 of Carnival. And I'm doing the Ferris wheel colorway, which is Steampunk Adventures by Desiree Dessing for QT Fabrics, whatever that means. I've never heard of them, but it's really nice fabric. My back is better. Not 100% yet, but much better. Enough that I can sit and sew and turn. Oh, well, maybe not quite that much. Good. Anyway, let's see. I am going to show you how I put together 8A and how I put together 8B. And these took me about 2 hours to do. Cotton Cuts is great because it's all cut for you. It's pre-cut. You literally grab your instructions and just start piecing them all together. And it's like a little puzzle. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle. It's super cool. And of course, what does that look like? Absolutely nothing. Where is this going to go in the grand scheme of our quilt? I have no idea. Ouch. Where is that going to go? I don't know. What does this look like? I don't know. But we're going to find out very soon. Anyway, let's get going and I'll show you how I put it together. And hopefully you enjoy it. Okay, bye. Okay, so I have clue 8. I have my handy dandy little color swatch, which tells me what size I want my needle set to, my stitch length, what type of foot I'm using, and what I used for thread. These are the colors I'm doing. Aren't they gorgeous? And this is the side I need with all my color swatches. So I'm going to put that in front of me where I can see it. Got my instructions. So let's see what we're going to do first. One of the things I like to do when I open my package is just sort my shapes out. So I am just going to put them all to the side here, my shapes, in their order of color, so that I know what I'm doing. I love this one so much. I feel like I need to dye some yarn in that color. Oh, now these are all the same as these. That's a lot of this one. That's a lot of them. How many have we got of these all together? Oh, it looks like 18. Wow. And then these little diddly ones. And that one. All right, so I've got all my pieces ready. First thing I'm going to do is make a bunch, quite a lot of half square triangles. So I need and I'm going to make 2 of these. I'm going to have to give them a little press. Look the way they're 2 A's, 2 E's, two more A's on this side, and 2 C's. See, are the big clocks. I like this one too. Isn't that lovely fabric? 2 of those. And then I think I'm just going to do them for now. The first 3 steps. So I will sew them, press them, and be right back to show you what to do next. Okay, so I've got those sewn up and pressed the way they are meant to go. So now, according to this, I have to put them together like that with, and we're going to do 2 of them. So it's going to be like that, and we're just going to flip them over and sew these together. Now you can pin them if you want. I typically don't anymore because they're just very straight and it's not a big seam. So I'm going to sew those 2 together, and then, so I'm going to just put those like that because I'm going to do these all at the same time, which is called chain piecing, of course. Oh, that should be like that. So then we're going to make a bunch more of these half square triangles. So I need some C's, which are these, and I'm going to do 4 of these. So there will be, I'll move those out the way. There's going to be 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. So that will be my C, and 4 E's. And these are these key ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's them. And then I need 4 D's and E's. So D, oh, D is this lovely color. Ooh. So D is going to go that way. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. And 4 E's, which are the keys again, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am going to sew all these together and sew these 2 together. And I'll be right back. All right, so we've got our A pieces all sewn together. Step 3, and I have sewn up all the other pieces. So there are 4 CEs and there are 4 of these. So now we have to put these all together. So let me see how we're going to do that. We're going to take these, and I think we're going to join them together somehow. So we need C, which was this one, is going to be at the top with the E. So they're going to definitely go that way. And then D is going to go that way. Wow, that looks kind of weird. That's E, right? Yeah, and that's E. They don't even look like they're going to match. So we're going to sew these together like that. And then put them together. Oh, okay, that's going to make more sense. Let me put these all together first, and then I'll show you. Okay, so we've got these all sewn together. Aren't they lovely? This is going to be such a bright and cheery quilt. I'm dying to see if this color will pop. Usually there's one color that pops, and when you're first putting them together, it's really hard to tell what color that'll be. So now we have to make this sort of square thing. So E is this, so that's going in that corner, and then C is going, oh, so it goes like that. Oh, that ever pretty. Oh, I love that. I love that. So they are going to get sewn, and I'm going to make sure I line up these 2. So we're going to make 2 of them. So I am definitely going to make sure that I line up the centers, and because hopefully I sewed them the right way or pressed them the right way. Oh, I did. Oh, they will nestle. at this joint. So I am actually going to pin. Yay, I'm pinning because this is longer now. So I shall pin these. And then sew them. And then the cool part is, after we have sewn them together, we are going to add this to the top there. And again, I will make sure I line these up. But first, I'll do them and I'll come back and show you. Okay, oh, look! I have put those blocks together and added the top piece. And look how these all match now. And I couldn't see that when I was first putting it together. Isn't that cool? I love it. Okay, so these are section 8A. So I am going to write on here, where's my pen? 8A, and attach that. And pop that in the bag so that I'm ready for that next bit when we sew them all together. So now we have to do section 8B. And this is where things get interesting because I didn't have a piece. So what do you do when you don't have a piece in your package? I'll show you. Okay, so now I am going to work on the rest here, and I figured it would just be easier to get all of the half square triangles sewn up. So I've got them all laid out here ready to go so I can sew them all. And the last piece that we have to do has a big triangle, and I don't have a big triangle. I have this, which eventually will go underneath, but I don't have a big triangle. Weird. However, one of the things that they send you in your package, they call them oops kits, and they're just, I feel like it's not a fat 8, it's half of a fat 8, if that's such a thing. So I'm going to take this and make myself a triangle to go there. And I needed to figure out what size it was. So I took an old one out, an old block, because this is the size of the triangle here. So I'm going to measure that to just make sure, because obviously we're doing something similar to this block. So it is 5 3/4. So I'm going to say, put a quarter there and a quarter there, 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to cut myself out 2 of those, and we'll see what happens. You'll never guess what. Look what I found in my stash. I found this fantastic, perfect little ruler. No idea where I got it from, but it's here. And I was able to fold my fabric over, line it up, because this is the perfect size, the perfect size. And here are my 2 pieces of fabric that will go there. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm going to sew all these up and get back to you when I'm done that. Okay, I've got all of my half square triangles sewn together. Now we just have to put them together in some kind of order. So we are going to take a D and an E. So D is this one and E is this one. And we're going to put that there. Then we need an E and an A. So that's E and that's A. So that's going that way. So these two will make a little road. And then we're going to put an A at the bottom. And we're going to do 2 of these. So I need another one of them. And this one. So I will sew these 2 together and then at that. So that's 1 block. Then I need A and E. A and E. That's that one. And A and C. Oh, I think that's A and C. So there's those 2. They're going to go like that. And then we're going to have a B beside them. So there's 2 B's. This is the fun part when you're sewing them all up together. And down here we need this one. And we need the F underneath that. There's another block to sew up. And then we need F, which I think is this one. No. Yes. F and the little B. Oh, there's lots to sew up in this. And these are just so nice and easy to do at this point. Okay. I'll be back when they're all done and pressed and we're ready to sew it all together. Okay, all of those are sewn together. So now I have to sew these together to make this block. And look, you can start to see a shape. Oh, we're getting so close to the end. It's awesome. So I'll sew those together. I'll sew these together. I'll sew these together. And then I'll sew that together. And we'll be ready to finish this clue. And there it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, I wonder how it's going to go. Anyway, that is my 8B. And those 2 things took me, here's my other one. There's 8A and 8B. And they both took me, let me look at my 2 hours to sew together. That was a very pleasant 2 hours listening to Dateline.